Hello, folks. I just have one thing I have to say here. You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Darkwave and you see that statement is not true. See, normally, if you go one on one with another person, you have 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak and I'm not normal. So you got 25% at best to beat me. And you add spirit to the mix, chances of winning drastically go down. You see, the three-way at this podcast, you get 33.5% chance of winning.
You
But
just couldn't keep it going, could you, sir? You just couldn't keep that Scott Steiner magic going, huh?
okay. But I got a 66 and two-thirds chance of winning because Galactic knows he can't beat me and he's not even going to try. So Darkwave, you take your 33.5 chance minus my 25% chance. You got an 8 and 3% of chance of winning at this podcast. But then you take my 75% chance of winning. If it goes 101, then add 60 cents and a half percent chance. I got 141 and 2/3% chance of winning at this podcast. You see, the numbers don't lie. That's for you at this podcast. But I'm gonna break it down for you, ladies. Rather you be me, or rather you be with Joe. Oops.
Jesus Christ.
I found it. I just wanted to.
Ladies and gentlemen, forgive this clown for his transgressions.
Welcome to the podcast. Of course, we got I'm Wild Fang, and of course there's Darkwave. We are the original duo. Today, people will be trickling down slowly, to come in here. But a lot of shit happened in the wrestling world. A lot of shit.
Is it really a lot?
Kinda. Because I have words.
More like rinse, repeat garbage, but I mean, not a lot.
You know what? I want to skip ahead. We can talk about what happened. Yes, on Friday Night SmackDown. Now, Roman Reigns, right, as the heel. I like it. And then they already started fucking it up for me. You want to know why they already started fucking it up?
Why is that, sir?
Because his next opponent is Jey Uso. Who?
Sir, that is... Granted, Jey Uso didn't deserve a title shot, but in terms of being a heel, that is fantastic, sir. Think about it.
How, man?
Roman hasn't really done anything heelish, really, if you think about it. He really hasn't. The most he's done was beat up Braun Strowman, the Fiend. That's pretty much the worst he's done. So, to take him to the next step, he needs to really do something like this that tells you that he is truly 100% a heel. And let's face facts, he hasn't done that yet. So with Jey Uso coming into play here, it can easily be one of those things of, because he will probably beat the living shit out of him, which he should.
Yeah.
It will be very, one of those holy shit. Okay, Roman, if he do this to Jimmy, everyone else is fucked, basically.
Yeah, I get you.
So this is actually, granted, illogical because Jimmy Uso doesn't deserve any championship matches, but because what has he done to prepare, to deserve one? But in terms of getting, really putting Roman over as this, heel, I am fine with it. Like I said, he hasn't done anything yet to really be heel-ish. So I am fine with it for now.
For now. You know what would probably piss you off if Jay wins?
What? Well, that wouldn't happen. At least I would not. I would hope it wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would be fucking completely illogical and would make absolutely zero sense. Plus, Roman's not losing that title for a very, and I mean very, long time.
Yeah, because
So you might as well get used to seeing the big dog as champion because there is nothing that there's nothing going to change that shit there, man. It's foregone conclusion at this point that he will be Universal Champion from here on until whenever.
uh, yeah, he is gonna have that belt. I just wish they did not bury the Fiend for it though. Like that would be
Well,
cool.
unfortunately, he is a victim of the Roman agenda. He is a victim of the they do it for Roman. So, I mean, you
Are you
can't
kidding?
really. I mean, I don't want the Fiend buried either. I don't. But, I mean,
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
at this point, it's almost pointless at this point to even,
100%.
you know,
Yes.
almost just pointless to even care at this point, sadly.
Okay. Yeah, but like the Fiend though, like
I mean, the Fiend is great. Don't get me wrong.
he's nothing
You know,
now.
he has, you know,
What does he have now?
a, huh?
What does he have now? He has nothing.
Well, I mean, he's buried beyond buried, sir. That is the unfortunate of the Fiend. He is beyond buried at this point. So it's literally just one of those things. I mean, I can't say it. Like he's buried, and he has been buried for quite some time. He got buried in Saudi. In Saudi Arabia, he was buried. So Goldberg put that man out the pasture, and he was never seen again.
Yeah.
And I mean that. Never again.
Uh, uh, he was doing good work, and then
I mean, his matches. I mean, look, the Fiend as a character, or Bray Wyatt as a character, is doing great work. Yes, that is true. But at the same time, I mean, when it's all said and done,
yeah.
he may be doing good work, but that doesn't mean he's not buried beyond all belief. I mean, his matches hasn't been that great, really. I mean, the Rollins, even though the Hell in a Cell match, in my opinion, it's the match before the ending was decent. The ending just made, completely, you can't even forgive that shit there. And just everything around it, just, I wish it wasn't that way, but, I mean, at this point, there's just, there's nothing you can really do. He is going to be a sacrifice to the Roman agenda,
Uh,
and unfortunately, there's just nothing you can do about it. There's nothing we can do.
besides the fact
I
that,
don't,
huh? What do you think?
I don't want it to happen. I would love to see the Fiend booked properly, but
Hmm.
this is the, as they say in the Mandalorian, this is the way.
I mean, you're right, but you shouldn't have done it. Not even
I
that.
mean, I'm not saying,
It's not even that.
I'm not. Oh, trust and believe. I'm not saying they should have done it. They
Yeah.
most definitely shouldn't have done it. But I mean, at the end of the day, the Fiend will always be worth more than Roman. Whether that's whether we may think that or not is a different story. But the Fiend will be. Yeah, I mean, we just have to see. But at this point, my friend, he's dead and buried, man. Dead and buried.
Okay. My next question for you specifically is
Mm.
so the match that happened at what's it called? Why is Randy Orton getting another chance or a shot at the title?
Well, according to the storyline, Drew gave it to him because of pity. Now, in terms of logic, I couldn't fucking tell you.
Because theoretically, Randy lost. Right?
Oh yeah, he lost.
He lost horribly. He lost. Not horribly. He lost clean. So when it was like these three people get to fight for the chance to face Roman Reigns, I mean not Drew McIntyre, I was like, what do you mean three people? Should there only be one of them in the ring?
Well, that honestly shouldn't even be a thing because Drew McIntyre clearly said, basically promised Orton a title match. So, to be honest with you, that whole 3-person thing or whatever,
Yeah.
it should never even been a thing because remember, Drew literally told Randy he can have another title shot. He basically promised this man another title shot. So I don't even see, why Randy had to go through that, or why we even had to have that match, to be honest with you, because he was already promised the title match. Like, Drew, and especially, they're not going to, which is also stupid, because it's like, you're not going to tell me that, oh, Drew got beat up by Orton, and he's not going to get a title match because it's obviously going to get a fucking title match. Like,
Yeah.
it's just stupid writing, man. It's just bad writing. It's just as bad as the whole Rey Mysterio thing. How Rey Mysterio always saying, "What you did to me at Extreme Rules," and I'm sitting there like, "But Rey, you asked for the match.
Yeah, thank
What you
you.
did to my son? What you did to my son at SummerSlam?" But he asked for the match. It's just like,
thank you.
Is Seth Rollins supposed to sit there and literally be like, "Okay, you can do whatever you want to me, guys. I'm sorry," and just sit there and
yeah, like yo, they asked for their matches. What you did to me at what's called? That's the match you fucking put out, and I was really getting on my nerves. I was like, Ray, you made it an eye for an eye match. This is your fault. Like you did this. He didn't do this.
Pretty much.
Like yo,
it's like, and I'm sitting here saying, so is Seth Rollins supposed to just sit there and let you take out his eye? Like, what? Right, so I'm Seth Rollins. Let me sit here and let Ray take out my eyeball. Right. Sure. sure thing, pal. Like, that shit, I'm not lying to you, man. That shit irritates the living fuck out of me. Because it's like,
who you telling?
Every time he says it.
I'm here.
Oh, it's a wild spirit has shown up to battle.
Yes.
But literally, that's her battle cry. Pokeball, go. She smacks it away. Well, shit.
Well, they say that all men are created equal, but you can look at spirit.
No. But like I was saying, like the whole Seth Rollins, the character is fine, but the writing is god awful. Rey Mysterio, what you did to me at Extreme Rules,
what you did
to my son,
even though I asked
for SummerSlam,
I asked for that.
Basically. And I sit here, I'm like, so Ray, is Seth Rollins supposed to just sit here and allow himself literally to have his eyes taken out of his head, or is he supposed to fight you? I'm confused here. Because by the way Mr. Mysterio is saying is he wants Seth to sit there and, just get basically utterly destroyed and do nothing. And I'm like, that's not how this works. That's not how life works. I don't know, man. It's bizarre to me. Truly bizarre to me how they do that, man.
it doesn't make any. It still doesn't make any sense, especially when he's getting mad. I was just like, bro, this is a show about wrestling. I don't get it, man. He got mad at him for taking his eye out. Great. Then gets mad at him for taking his eye out in a match that Rey Mysterio specifically asked for. So therefore, he got his eye taken out, and he's like, no, don't do this in the match. I was like,
no, please.
and I was looking at the jury like, Ray, you asked for this match. You did this. You this is your fault. This is not his fault. That's why when he's like, you did this, and I'm inclined to go, I mean, he's right. You did this to yourself. Like, he didn't.
I mean, technically speaking, despite what we may think of the character or whatever, when Seth Rollins has said you made him do this, he's not necessarily wrong.
Exactly.
Okay. You add now, him, and I'm not talking about him like calling Ray a sacrifice and all that, because that's obviously Seth being delusional as fuck. But it's like, okay, you asked for an eye for an eye match. I accepted it. You complained because I took out I popped out your little gumball eye. Okay, you did that to yourself, and then on top of that, your son Dominic, I gave him the option to use weapons, but even before then, he still wanted the match. So at the end of the day, I gave him the match that he wanted. Am I supposed to sit here and let Dominic just beat the living shit out of me?
Theoretically, no. So, yeah, that's why I was getting a little mad. I was like, Dominic did this to himself, and at this point, it is getting sick. I'm getting sick and tired of the Mysterio family losing horribly. You know what I mean?
I mean, they got the little payback on Raw. I'm just tired of the shit. I'm just tired of the shit writing. Like, that shit is terrible.
You did this to me, Seth Rollins. No, he didn't match these matches. You did.
Exactly. Like and I've mentioned this to people. They're like, you gotta turn your brain on. Like, turn my brain off. They're basically mocking me in plain sight. I can't do that. It's like if I punch Wild Thing in the face and be like, you'd be like, all right.
Have to.
But it'd be like if I punch Wild Thing in the face and then he retaliates, and I said, you did this to me. Well, you punched me in the face. What do you expect me to do? Just sit there and let you punch me?
No.
Like, it doesn't make sense.
I hate when people say you're supposed to just turn your brain off. Like, I should not fucking have to. A lot of other TV shows, I shouldn't have to sit here. Then what's the point of watching it? If I have to turn my shit off, it's just background noise at this point. If I have to turn my fucking brain off.
Unfortunately, Galactic does say that a lot about some movies, and I look at him like, why would I be in the theater watching this damn movie if I have to turn my brain off?
Ridiculous.
But sometimes, right? I get it.
Sir.
Hmm?
If you want to eat. Or don't talk when you got food in your mouth.
Kiss my ass. It's my
I would rather not.
Ew. Excuse me. I'm sorry for interrupting the podcast with some ASMR.
ASMR? No. Wow.
Hey, but no joke though. I'm tired when people tell me to turn off my brain or they're still making money, and I go, well, I can't turn off my brain because sometimes I like stories. Dramas, right? Those just WWE is just a giant fucking slap happy drama. Sometimes has relevant stories. Yeah, like they have stories, and you have to keep your head to remember this or that.
Hey, guess what else? What other wrestling show I can watch and I don't have to turn my brain off for?
NXT.
Impact Wrestling.
Oh my God.
AEW.
Impact Wrestling.
What's that?
Was a better.
But Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, because
the club.
The numbers don't lie, right? Because Impact, they say all wrestling promotions are created equal, but you look at
I
No.
swear to God, I will leave.
Oh, I love Scott Steiner for that nonsense that he spouted. He will never escape it for the rest of his ever
You know
life.
what? With all this bad garbage I'm hearing, I thought Irishmen had potatoes.
Oh my
It
God.
looked like you were smuggling some tater tots. Classic Roman Reigns, everyone.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh,
The tater
I
tot.
never forgot. I never forgot.
Tater tots. Ugh.
I thought Irishmen had potatoes.
I didn't know
It looked like
that.
you've been smuggling some tater tots.
Vince McMahon is an idiot. Oh, I'm gonna write this.
Roman Reigns.
I'm gonna write this. I'm gonna write this script. Hold up. Okay.
Roman Reigns.
You're gonna say suffering succotash. You're gonna talk about this man's penis. But Vince, I don't want to talk about his penis. You're gonna talk about his penis.
It's such good shit.
It's such good shit. You're gonna talk about his penis. Then when I get to tell you, you're gonna talk about my penis. Like Vince, I don't want to talk about other men's genitals. Sparkle crotch.
It'll get you over with the fans.
Like I can tell you here's how this meeting went. Vince, this script says suffering succotash on it. Yes, such good shit. But Vince, it says suffering suck. Who's gonna like that? It's gonna get you over with the fans, and it's so funny. It's good shit. Vince, they didn't like it. Whoa, why don't they like you? Hold up, Vince. Hold up. Put on your pants. Let me suck in your butt.
Hey, so what else are we going to talk about?
Whoa.
So now we were genuinely talking about how Jey Uso is the next in line, and then how the Fiend is officially
Buried?
yeah, he only had the title for a week, and now he officially is irrelevant to any conversations now, which is the most fucked up thing I've ever had to say about the Fiend. And I like the Fiend, but yeah, he gone, son. He gone. Do you have any words for the Fiend,
Yes.
madam?
I'm surprised that they're actually putting him on TV.
Is he still on TV after he lost that payback? I would never show up again.
Who, Jay?
No, the Fiend.
Oh, no, I was talking about Jay.
I asked you if you had any words for the Fiend.
If you said what?
The Fiend.
Okay, well, I didn't ask you that.
I asked you. What? Okay. Okay, obviously.
What am I hearing?
I'm getting trolled on my podcast, alright? Which means that all men are not created equal on this podcast.
God damn it, Wild Thing.
I'm going to keep sneaking it in. I'm telling you this right now.
Yeah, I'm going to leave. One more.
Don't leave me with this one spirit, please.
No, you can handle this.
I can't. I can't.
Oh shit! I'm just fucking around. I don't know why I paused like that. That seemed a little unnecessary with that pause there. I definitely sounded so horrible. But like, no joke. What was I saying? What were you saying again?
The Fiend being buried.
Oh yeah. And spirits acting like you don't know who we're talking about. But the Fiend being buried is a sad, sad day. And
To be perfectly honest, he been buried since he lost to Goldberg.
Mm-hmm.
So
the thing was, he was like in the grave. You know how you have your both feet in the grave, like you're standing up.
Yeah.
But his neck, his head was like above ground.
Yeah.
So he can actually still, breathe.
Yeah.
And then Roman came around and was like, "Oh, Mr. Fiend, I'm back. So that Universal title you just won, yeah, that's coming to me, boy."
Yeah, you're gonna give me that title, bro. You'll give me that title. And the shirt that he had on SmackDown literally was just it was icing on the cake, bro. And I was just like, I'm mortified right now. What did it say? Come in, win, come in and win.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, show up and win. And I
Show
was
up
just
and
like,
win.
at that point, I was like, Vince, okay, it's not funny. Thanks, Vince.
Hey man, Jay Uso's is going to lay down.
You said
Well,
what?
thinking about it,
Jay Uso is just going to lay down. He's going to
yeah,
go to pay per view. They're going to do the match, and he's just going to lay down for Roman. Roman's going to get over, and then yeah.
I am really, really surprised that they're having him because normally when one Uso is out, the other one is too. Normally they do that with
Well,
tag teams, but I'm really surprised that they just
well,
because normally even for like the mixed match challenge, Jay they didn't even give Jay a partner. They had Jimmy there with his wife with Naomi. Whenever that time Jay was out, Jimmy was gone, and like normally they do that with tag teams, but specifically the Usos since they're brothers. So that's why I was like, the fuck? I thought they was back, and then when I only saw that it was still Jay, I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah,
well. I said it's the wild thing earlier. Though Jay doesn't make sense in terms of deserving a title shot. This will be a good way to get Roman over more as a heel because realistically, like I was saying earlier, he hasn't done shit. Like, sure, he signed the contract, came down to the match late, but that's not really like heelish. But now with his cousin there,
oh,
unless Jay Uso joins the crew by laying down or something like that, if Roman completely just beats the ever loving shit out of this man, then the heel turn will be complete because that's his family, you know.
I still I just
So
don't
in ways,
understand it.
it makes sense, but
Like I get it.
if you look at it from a logic perspective of what has he done, then of course it won't make no sense at all.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. I was watching that match like, are you serious? Why is Jay even in? And then he won the match. I was like, huh. I wonder how bad this match is going to be. Why was
Who
that the
knows,
first
man?
thought? I don't know. But like, we really, I was really confused on the fact that we even had this. First of all,
Just to get Roman over as a heel.
yeah. Second of all, I really didn't think they would already be doing stuff like this with Roman, and I was wrong. I thought that they were going to slow bake Roman. I didn't even think Roman was going to talk, but he talked, and I was like, "Shut the fuck up! I'm not even going to lie to you or make up a story." But I already was like, "Oh my god, Roman, shut up! Just let Paul Heyman do the promo." Like,
This is my island now.
yeah, when he said that, I was like, "What?" I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, what? What are you, Samoan? Oh, this Vince being gay again. I get it. I understand. Vince being a homosexual. I get it. Vince is genuinely a homosexual for Roman Reigns. And then another thing I want to talk about, Sami Zayn. I was deeply wondering why he came back and magically. Why did they? What? Didn't he relinquish the belt when he first left?
Roman?
No, Sami Zayn.
No.
So no,
Okay, I was making sure because that was confusing.
He stayed home because of COVID.
I mean,
He
yeah,
never relinquished the title. He never relinquished the title because he won at WrestleMania and then never came back.
because of COVID.
Yes. He basically went home because of COVID. He did WrestleMania, and after WrestleMania, like Roman Reigns, he went home.
I mean, yeah, I would have did the same thing.
But he never dropped the title. He never relinquished the title. He just vanished from the face of the earth. And then they said, "Oh, he can't defend the title because of something."
Oh,
And that was about 4 months ago. And now he's back, just like Roman.
wow, that's such good shit. And now we're gonna have a Intercontinental Championship match.
Or a triple threat. Because AJ Styles is still involved. So.
I'm not interested in this match one bit. I'm interested.
Side note.
What?
Side note. I am probably going to get a lot of flack for this, but honestly, I do not like the Intercontinental title design. Let me rephrase that. I like the design. Yeah, I like the design, but I feel like when it's just out there, it feels so meshed together that you don't even notice it. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't really notice. Like, I feel like if the strap was a white strap, it'd be more noticeable. Because it just looks like a gold belt. It doesn't even look like the Intercontinental title. Like, if I was watching wrestling, I would never know that was an IC title. It just, nothing comes off of it that looks, nothing comes off the title that looks like, okay, this is the, you know, like, this is the Intercontinental title. It looks like just a random gold belt. Like, at least the US title, when in proper lighting, you can see that it's, you know, it got the golden eagle and all that. So you can clearly see that it's a United States title. You know, of course, the WWE and Universal titles, they're self-explanatory. The women's titles are self-explanatory. Then you get to the IC title.
I missed the white. Yeah, I did like the white straps.
Well, I feel like because people have done like designs. You know the WWE games. They've done designs, and I feel like if they just made the strap white at least, or at least so how I'm sure you've seen the title, how it has the globes on them. Yeah. Or stuff. They gave that some color, or just something to make it look like, not like a gold just blob of shit.
Yeah.
It just doesn't look. I mean, it looks like, okay. So if you just look at it and just sure, it looks design wise, it looks good. It does look good, but after a while, it becomes just a gold blob of garbage to me, and I just don't see the appeal of it. So I wish they either add color to it or give it a white strap just to make it look and feel like something unique and different. But that's just me.
I mean, I actually get it, right? And I'm not gonna lie, it does look like it looks pretty fucking weird. But you know what else looks weird? The U.S. title. Wait, no, not the.
I mean,
who has
the U.S. title isn't the problem. The problem I have with the United States title is that I've seen better designs of said title. Like, so of that same title, I've seen people do better color schemes for that title. And really, all you have to do for the United States title, so you have seen the title. You know how it's all gold at the top, like where the very top of the title is gold. Yeah. If you make that blue, and and stuff, just to give it a little flair to it, it'd be so much better. That all gold that gold part kind of killed the title for me a little bit.
Yeah,
like if you just had that spot, because you have the flag at the bottom. Yeah. If you had the top part being blue, it'd be great.
And these joints are getting ugly. Like these belts, these belts are getting fucking ugly.
Well,
I
mean,
don't like the WWE. Like they need to. Well, first off, the women's belts, them trains just need to be unified. That division needs to be whole revamped. Same thing with the tag team belts. But like for
those
me,
belts are
the only
garbage.
belts, the belt like the cruiserweight belt, that purple, little purple stripe, that's fine. The
That's gone
the
now.
I
So
yeah, I like the white Intercontinental belt. I actually like that one. I actually like that one better. But like the WWE belt, like granted, I know that that's like super, supposed to be the top belt, but like and then the Universal, like besides with that blue fucking Smurf fruit roll up strap, like I just that and the women's belt, like that whole like okay, cool, you want to put your damn logo and shit on it. It just looks so boring. It looks plain. It looks cheap. It looks cheap, like especially the Universal belt. But like the women's strengths, they just look. Oh hey, we just got a big W, and then like kind of like another W, and then like it just looks so fucking stupid. It just looks so empty. It just looks. I would not want that fucking belt. That's why when you asked while saying, "Oh, what championships?" I was like, "Yeah, I would like that. Be like, I love like the AEW championships. Not trying to sound like I'm AEW mark, but like it doesn't even have to be like because they try to do like the old school type belts, which is great and those look awesome. Except the women's belt. The women's belt from AEW, that thing is teeny. It looks like a damn belt that Gus should be wearing. Some shit. That joint looks small, but like it is that damn small. Like Sheeta and Riho, they're like 80. Well, especially Riho, it's like 80 pounds, so it fits her. But like somebody with like fucking Nyla Rose and shit, I was like, well, damn. Like
I mean, it barely
it
even fits
covers
Sheeta,
one.
honestly.
I was like, damn. But those belts, they just need to revamp. There's a whole lot of stuff. That company just needs to be burnt to the ground and then just started the fuck over with Vince not
Burn
being there.
it!
Because that is a lot of shit. That's just creative sucks. The belts look garbage. This just the whole ruck of stuff. They're just fucking lazy. They're just completely fucking lazy.
uh,
Creative just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I designed better fucking belts and goddamn, I made a better looking U.S. title in fucking WWE 2K.
Yep. Well,
Shit,
like I
I
said,
agree.
the new U.S. title doesn't look bad. It's just that golden part on top could be changed to blue, and it would be 1,000 times better. Because when you look at it, you know how the shows are so bright and everything. So when you
yeah.
look at it from in that light, it looks terrible. You don't even know what the fuck it is. But when you actually just look at it like in maybe a little dull lighting and stuff like that, it actually looks fantastic. It's probably one of the better looking bouts, but again, that all gold could just be made if it was just made to be blue or something. It'd just be that much better in my opinion. But I mean, honestly, I don't think the belt is bad. To me, it's better than the IC title. The IC title just plain, ordinary, looks just clobbered together nowadays. If it's not shiny, it looks like shit, like Sami Zayn's. It looks like just dull gold, which is trash.
Yeah,
So,
and the belts are looking fucking weird, and it's just awful. But I think we can go ahead and move on to the payback. And before that, I want to say I love you guys. So no, I'm not gonna make a joke. I was going to make a joke. All right. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, payback review. All right. I got distracted from my own stupidity. So, how many of us actually watched Payback?
I mean, I watched it.
Okay. Spirit, did you watch it?
No.
Okay. Even though we were both watching it.
What?
We were both watching it at the Iron Age.
What? I can't hear you.
I said we were both watching it, man. At the Iron
I was
Age.
watching. Oh, that's what that one was. I'm sorry, I got confused which pay-per-views was which.
Oh, that's sad.
Damn.
That's sad as
I mean,
hell.
can you blame her? Can you
No,
blame her?
I can't.
Exactly.
I can't. Um. So we got a pre-show match. It was the Riot Squad versus the Iconics.
The Iconics!
Yeah. Moving on. Bobby Lashley versus Apollo Crews. Now, I wanted to start this by saying, why the fuck do we keep giving Apollo Crews the belt if he's gonna keep losing the belt?
What?
Apollo Crews defeated MVP,
Yes.
and then a week later lost to Bobby Lashley.
I mean, that was pretty much a guarantee, sir. You should have known that was going to happen.
Stop giving the man the belt. Stop giving him the belt. Like,
I
seriously.
mean,
God
who do you
damn
want
it.
to? Who you don't want him? You don't want Cruz to have the belt or Lashley?
Stop giving Cruz the belt if he's going to lose it. This better
He's
not
only
be.
had it once.
Yeah, okay. Don't give him the belt. Let's
He's
give him back the belt. And
he's only had the title once.
remember they
So
tried to say that because he couldn't appear at the pay-per-view with on his first match with MVP, he technically didn't. He lost the joint. It was like, yo, what?
well, again, he's only been a United States champion once.
Yeah, okay.
He never lost to MVP.
And then
MVP just brought the title, basically to introduce a new championship, the new version.
shit was ugly. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And the match, I had to go back and watch it. The match wasn't bad.
Well, which
It
one?
was predictable. Bobby Lashley and what's his name?
It was alright. It just at some point I was just like, why do we have to watch this man gain and then lose the belt, or gain momentum and then lose the belt immediately? And then he's like,
Because, sir, once Paul Heyman went away, once Paul Heyman went away, sir, it was only a matter of time. You should have known that. It was a matter of time. And that time is nigh.
But yeah, that was that to me was just like, yo, we don't need, like, we don't need this man to. I hope they don't ping pong the fucking belt. I really don't.
I mean, I think Apollo Crews if you can just look at from what happened on Raw Underground, I'm pretty sure that man is going back to catering.
Who? Apollo Crews?
Yes.
What happened on Raw Underground? I didn't see it.
He got dismantled. They got destroyed.
Who beat him
I
up?
believe, or at least that was the week beforehand, or whatever. But either way, man, back to catering, man. Back to catering.
Who beat him up on Raw Underground?
When Lashley lost, I believe he was down there with what's his name? Or was that Cedric Alexander? Whatever it is.
I believe
one of them got destroyed. And but at this point, man, Apollo, you might as well say back to catering, man. Back to Titus Catering.
Here the fuck we go. Alright. Yeah, the match was actually pretty cool. It wasn't that bad. There was a couple of botches. And then that ending shit was so cheese with the pictures. That was cheese. I'm sorry. That was too cheese. And I couldn't take it. I almost wanted to cut the pay-per-view off of that one alone. You just... I was like, stop. And next, I want to talk about Big E versus Sheamus. Can anybody go over real quick why they're feuding?
Wasn't it that
I guess.
Sheamus? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say because they attacked each other. I don't know why they're feuding.
I was gonna say I could have sworn that like Sheamus like kept being smug towards Big E, some shit like that. I don't fucking know. Sheamus could have took Big E's parking spot for all we know. I don't fucking.
Hell, if it was really over a parking spot, I would have cut
I
wrestling
mean,
all
well,
of them.
you did see Sheamus, freaking slam Big E on the car, so it could have been a parking spot. He could have just taken it.
Seriously, if it really was over a parking spot, though, I would have cut the wrestling would be done.
Hey, after all his cutbacks, not everybody gets their own parking spot. So Sheamus was like, nah, fuck this.
He was like, "Nah, I don't got tater tots. I got Idaho
Oh
potatoes."
god.
I need a
Oh
bigger
my
spot.
goodness.
Exactly.
Exactly. Exactly what he said, but
Like you've been smuggling them tater tots, man.
Uh,
and these parking spots are only for tater tots. I need a parking spot for Idaho potatoes. Man. Not even Idaho potatoes. I need it for French fries. Man.
for French fries.
Yeah, for French fries.
So you're trying to say Sheamus has a crinkly long dick?
The fuck?
Um,
Is this true, Wild Fang?
I have no idea what the fuck.
Are you looking at his potatoes? Are you looking at his tater tots?
French
Do you
fries.
want Sheamus's tater tots?
But what is happening right now? No.
I heard Sheamus a good cook.
I heard that you could still see Seth Rollins on the internet.
See Seth Rollins what?
When you remember when he had his nude pictures leaked.
Oh god.
That
Why are we bringing that up?
is probably his most embarrassing moment in life.
Hey man.
Hey Spirit, did you know that you can see Seth Rollins naked?
Yes.
Okay. A lot of
Maybe
people.
she already has, sir.
I have not, but yes, I did know that.
Okay, cool. Does anybody want to see it, or are we passing on this?
Well, I'm okay.
No.
Okay, cool. You
Seth
sure?
Rollins does not strike me as somebody that's like, hoo, he's packing.
I mean, just ask Becky Lynch.
I'm pretty sure Becky.
Well, I mean, remember Becky was the one that had to wear the strap, so.
And she just kept
Those
pounding.
jokes are dead now. Alright, that was the old Rollins. That was the cry in the corner. Rollins. This is the new Rollins. This is the Monday Night Messiah Rollins.
Yeah, and his butthole was a sacrifice to Becky Lynch.
Okay.
I mean, she's the one who's pregnant, right?
That's how she got pregnant. She,
You can't get pregnant unless you get plowed.
No, she plowed him, and then he artificially inseminated her. And then she plowed him again and said, I got pregnant.
Well, let me rephrase that. There are other ways to get pregnant if you don't get plowed, yes, but I'm pretty sure she, got the business done, I would hope. For he is the Monday Night Messiah.
Yes, and he.
And like I said, that was the old Rollins. The one who sat there by the Fiend and cried,
And here's how the match went, and I quote. Here's how their interaction went. He was like, "My wife, I'm here to share my glow as the Monday Night Messiah. Here is my butthole." She's like, "Oh, you're damn right." Oh.
Oh God! Why are you reenacting this? More or less, how do you know?
You can tell it in Becky's face. She's like, "I'm the man in this relationship."
I don't know, man.
And she said it on Twitter. She's like, "I take his butthole." And then Seth Rollins was
God.
Like,
Oh my goodness.
Hey.
And Spirit just letting it slide. And Spirit just gonna let this slide.
I'm just ignoring it. If I ignore it, it'll go away.
Okay.
How do you ignore this? You can't ignore something like this.
The next match we saw was Matt Riddle versus King Corbin. Now,
King Jobber.
Thank you. That's the perfect word to say. Baron Corbin is a joke to me, and I honestly, at this point, I'm like, why are you still here? And I asked myself this question: why Matt Riddle was put in a program with Baron Corbin, aka the manager at the Applebee's, aka son of the district manager what's his name? Braun Strowman.
Mm-hmm.
Like they look like father and son, and one is the district manager, and one is just the manager. They look like the boss, and then the final boss of the game. Anywho, yeah, Matt Riddle. I feel like his talents are getting a little wasted. You know who I would have put with Matt Riddle, right? You and me here.
Mm-hmm.
I would have put Aleister Black with Matt Riddle.
But Alice is on Raw.
I know. Dude, does it matter?
You're right.
I still would have put Aleister Black with Matt Riddle. Because Aleister Black lost his eye and attacked the wrong person. And this is why I say, honestly, taking your brain out of wrestling makes wrestling even, like, to make wrestling good, it's a dumb argument. Because why is Aleister Black doing this whole eye patch thing, right? And why did he attack the wrong person when he should be attacking the person that did it to him? We need another heel, okay? Okay? That's fine. But couldn't you just attack, like, Buddy Murphy in almost a worse fashion to make you look like the bad guy? Couldn't somebody come up with a better idea than that bullshit? Really? We're not writers. I'm just saying. I have, like, an infinitesimal, like, whatever, bro. It didn't make any sense. But still, I would have put it up with Aleister Black. Or where the fuck is Ricochet, actually?
Who?
Wasn't he? Didn't he just lose to Ali? He's been losing to Ali.
He lost to Ali.
Yeah, I could have swore like they was in a match or something like that. I just watched it on
You talking about main event?
Instagram. Yeah.
Oh.
My God, what happened to people? What happened?
I guess.
I guess, man. But at this point, I'm gonna get on that topic after we're done with Payback, bro.
Hello, guys.
Oh, hello. We have the other person that trickled in. It's Bucci Bido. Hey,
How y'all doing, man?
Hey, what's up? Name
Hello.
redacted. You're still name redacted, by the way.
At this point, it's cool, bro. It's cool.
Yeah. Hey, I have something to tell you. You know they say all men aren't created equal.
No.
all right. Back on Why does nobody let me? Spirit.
Because I dealt with the entire thing. No one should have to go through it again.
Spirit, they're being mean to me. Oh, she really left. She really left. She got out of here. Anywho, what is up, Mister? I'm not saying your name because it's so weird.
What's up, man? How y'all doing?
We're good. How have you been?
I'm fine.
Yeah. We were just talking about
Watching
Payback.
that old AEW.
Of course. We were just talking about Payback as well. We were on the Matt Riddle versus King Corbin match.
Oh, God. What's the next topic?
Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax versus the Bayley and Sasha Banks.
Okay, yeah, that's better.
That was a better match. 1 second.
Shayna.
Huh?
I like that match. So I like the match because I like that they're finally doing what I've been praying for them to do since the beginning of time.
Doesn't matter.
And they're finally turning Sasha heel.
Wild Fang, I hate you.
That was Friday. I think we're still talking about the Payback pay-per-view. That version.
You're gonna have to.
I could have swore they planted the seed though at Payback, if I'm correct, right?
Hate you.
Wait, who said turn heel?
Or they didn't turn heel, but they planted the seed of them two like breaking up as like a faction.
SummerSlam.
Yeah, because they lost the titles. Yeah.
Right. And I mean, I guess most people could kind of catch on, but I see what you're saying. But I mean, the whole notion of them losing the titles and then leading up to what happened on SmackDown. I'm with that idea because I personally have been waiting for Sasha Banks to turn and for Bayley to lose the championship.
But technically,
but it's a double-edged sword because you're giving the championship to two people who, when it comes to in-ring chemistry, they're polar opposites.
Actually, they work really well together. I don't know if you saw that Iron Woman match. That shit was fire. That was the match of the night.
Which one was that?
Bayley versus Sasha, Iron Woman match in NXT. They can put on a match.
They actually have really good chemistry. You may be thinking about
he's talking about Shayna. He's talking about Shayna and Nia.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. You kind of skipped around there. You kind of confused the.
I just brought that up because I was saying it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Like, yeah, they're finally breaking up the faction of Bayley and Sasha. Yay! But at the same time, look at who they gave the titles to.
Boo. Yeah, and in my eyes, it's like, why did we give the title to the worst team? Oh shit, to the worst team of all time.
Right, exactly. Like literally, in my opinion, Shayna Baszler is carrying that. Like you guys saw the match on Payback. She's literally carrying that team right now.
Yeah, and then when what's her name hurt her knee, I was just like,
Yeah, that double submission finisher, like that was beautiful.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool. It didn't make any sense in my ass, but it was pretty cool.
Nah, it didn't, because it didn't. But for the purpose of the story, that was cool.
You're right. It was pretty cool. Still didn't. Like, I was just like, yo, what in the fuck is happening? But yeah, I'm gonna have to say that. But I was also surprised there were no injuries at all. And then
that's because Shayna Baszler carried the match.
She did carry that match, and no one can tell me otherwise. Like, she was really good in the match. It's just the ending. It just didn't add up, Chief.
No, I get you. There was no true logic behind that.
Yeah, like she just, oh no, I grabbed you, and then I run to you and get grabbed too, and we're both in the submission, and I was like, what? And then at the end, I had to meet the TV because I didn't want to hear what Nia Jax had to say.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna say I actually kind of like that whole where she had the Muda Lock and the Kirifuda Clutch on Sasha and Bayley.
Really?
It looked cool.
It looked cool. It made her look like damn, like, of course it. Well, first of all, it saved Sasha and Bayley because Nia Jax didn't have to fucking touch them, so they not out for like 10 months. Two, it made Shayna Baszler look like, that it put her back to how she was supposed to be looking from NXT, a legit badass, which is what she is. She's supposed to be a badass. Badass to do that. Oh, okay. I'm gonna put both you bitches in like this submission, and there you go. And I'm gonna use Sasha. I'm gonna use your arm to put this shit on Bayley.
No, that's a good perspective. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I see what you're saying when it comes to that, but.
And it also saved the fact that Nia Jax didn't have to fucking touch him. That's the main thing right there.
Literally, she didn't wrestle the last 15 minutes of that match.
And that is perfectly fine. I don't even care.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's actual factual information. That's pretty funny. She didn't wrestle that.
Wild Fang?
Yes.
Are you on the? Oh no, actually, Spirit. Are you on the Facebook? Well, I need you to get on Facebook. This is wrestling related, by the way, but get on Facebook. Check this message. Do you remember Evan Bourne? Do y'all remember Evan Bourne?
Yeah, slightly remember Evan Bourne.
AKA Matt Seidel now?
Yeah.
Well, when Spirit gets on Facebook and sees the message I send, she will probably laugh. And she'll probably bring it up. And we will discuss it.
Shit! Wait. No. Wait,
I don't want to laugh, but my goodness,
What?
he was going for a
Sir.
shooting star press, and well,
Sir, a shooting star break. Oh,
Lord,
yeah, he shot something. All right, it was not a shooting star. It was not.
Something happened?
Lord. Oh, it's that bad. Oh, I'll send it to you.
Damn.
Okay.
I'll send it to you.
Alright. That makes sense.
There's your name.
Damn.
Was it that
Oh
bad?
my. Oh my
Oh,
god.
oh yeah.
Just put it
It really
in the
is.
group chat.
Worse than the time Brock Lesnar
Like
botched that somersault?
Oh my god.
it's worse than when fucking
No.
what's his name? John Morrison be trying to do his fucking
Starship Pain.
yeah, Starship shit.
Oh, oh
He
no.
don't be fucking hitting people.
Oh no. Is that bad?
Yeah, it's worse.
Wild fan, you may have to send it to him, sir.
Did you put it in the group chat?
Well, I'll send it to you. I don't know if I can send. Let me see. I think I can send it on Discord.
Copy the link and then put it in the Discord or something. He can see it and put it in the Discord.
This shit is terrible. But wait, you said what was his name in WWE?
Evan Bourne. That was his name in WWE. Check the general chat. It's up there now.
I don't know him. I don't remember him.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, he was he did the shooting star press when he used to touch his legs and stuff. He did a shooting star press and got RKO'd out of his boots when he right after it too.
Oh, that's a damn shame that's the only thing you know for. That's a goddamn shame. That
Is he okay?
I don't
I'm
know.
sure he is. I'm sure it sucks.
I feel so bad. And you know the thing that I hate about this too is the fact that this was AEW. Like literally every time like a botch or some stupid shit happens, like all the WWE people, look at that AEW's fucking up,
And then,
like
then
okay,
you realize there's a channel called Botchamania that does the lowlights of all wrestling. And
right? They don't just put
nine out of
WWE on
10.
there.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 though. Every clip is a WWE clip with not only
Right.
who talking,
That's not.
but fucking most of the shit on there is WWE.
The thing I just hate is that people, when AEW fucks up, people is just like, oh, so yeah, look at that, AEW's fucking up and blah blah blah. Like everybody fucks up. It happens everywhere. It's not just in WWE. It's hilarious whatever the fuck it happens. Of course, whenever make sure the wrestlers are okay and shit, but you know,
Yeah.
but yeah, like this was fucking hilarious.
Hell yeah. That's sad.
Yo,
Honestly.
if I was, could you imagine if he was like the other wrestler and it's like, so do I just lay here or act like he hit me or?
I probably laugh.
I probably would too. I'd be like, yeah, let me just turn my head this way ever so slightly, so they cannot see me busting out laughing at this man.
Oh my god! Wow. Damn. I wonder if we can get fired for that.
What if you get caught laughing? It's called corpsing. You can actually get in trouble.
Not laughing, botching.
No, because they can't. I mean, shit happens. It's the same thing. Like, I don't know if you recall, there was like some videos that me and Wildfang was watching of like when AJ Styles and stuff, and AJ like when he does his the phenomenal forearm, and AJ would be fucking up and he wouldn't hit it because the ropes were fucking slippery. Or if you know you out there and you sweating and shit, and then you touching another body and stuff with your boots and whatever, you get sweat and water and liquids and stuff, and you try to do shit on the ropes and walk on the ropes. Shit happens. The
Right.
ropes
My
are
man was
slippery.
like,
Most
I
people
hate
don't think that
lucha
they are.
ropes.
Yeah, he was like, I hate lucha ropes because sometimes like, he was
Ew.
sitting there and was playing with the ropes, and then like he kept checking it before he did it. He did it for like 10 times. He was like, "All right, we're good now."
Ew, that shit was
Shit was funny
so
though.
fucking. Ew, that shit was so funny because the first time it was clearly an accident. The second and like the third times he did it on purpose, and after like a minute he was like, "I hate lucha ropes," right, and then turned around looked at the crowd, and it was just like was doing being a heel, and then like he put his hands on the ropes and was just like measuring it, making sure it was scrubbed down, and then finally did the phenomenal form. This shit was so cool. But that was also in Evolve, so theoretically, yeah. Also, side note, All Out's today. I did not know that.
It is. Yeah.
I am watching it.
We need to go pay. We need to go buy that.
Yeah, because I was gonna say
I'm watching it for free.
How?
So I have my site, sir.
I'm gonna have to ask that you stop being.
I have my sites.
Me and Spirit will probably just pay for it and watch it. We can review it.
I catch the highlights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they get fined, because if they're not finding, if somebody like Nia Jax that's actually legit hurting people is not getting fined, and shit, I don't really think,
No.
Well, she didn't get it fined.
Yeah, she got cussed out.
Okay, well, I mean, but that's still not a fine though.
Right.
You can get cussed out. Like many people will cuss her out. She got cussed out by Kyrie Sane. So I mean.
But no joke. At when it comes to corpsing, Vince is a little annoying when it comes to corpsing. So.
In terms of what? Like
in terms of like corpsing. Corpsing is when you start laughing on air. Vince Vince is notoriously a dickhead, so yeah, I'm not even gonna.
So that's one of his pet peeves. He doesn't like that.
He does not like
Vince
corpsing.
Doesn't like a lot of stuff.
Oh,
that's interesting.
This is, mind you, this is the same guy that gets mad if you get over.
If you listen to the documentary, not the documentary, the podcast that Miro did, and pretty much Vince McMahon was telling this man, when they sold out of the Rusev Day shirts, he said it was because they didn't order enough, so that's why they sold out. And then he said that they're not saying chanting Rusev Day because you're over or whatever. They're mocking you. They're doing it to sit here and make fun of you. The fans are making fun of you or whatever.
No,
definitely
not what it was. You can tell when you hear them chant whether or not they're mocking you.
Yeah,
but it was completely,
I don't know.
It was all his fault.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody remembers, but when Roman came out, all you heard was boo. Yeah, and Vince was probably like, "No, they're not booing you. They're cheering you. They're cheering you like ooh."
Oh, speaking of Roman, did y'all talk about SmackDown yet?
A little bit.
No. I mean, we talked about why Jay was chosen, but we haven't gone over the show.
Yeah, we're not gonna go over the show yet. We're not even done with the We kind of sidetracked, which is a good thing for me, as you know. But Keith Lee versus Randall Keith Orton, or should I say, Bask in his glory versus the Snake.
I love that match.
Yeah, the match is pretty good.
What?
I
love the match.
The Snake. Sneaky Snake.
I only like that match because of how well it made up for the Keith Lee's debut the prior week. That match is how Keith Lee should have debuted.
Beating Randy Orton clean in the middle of the ring.
Not necessarily the fact that he beat Randy Orton, but one, he put on a good match. Two, I don't know if you remember when he debuted, they kind of overlooked him after the fact because Drew McIntyre came out, interrupted his match, and then they cut away from Keith Lee completely, and they focused on Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre. So I mean, I feel like when he debuted, it almost gave a feeling of him being jobbed. Even though that's not the case, that's how it came off. So I feel like his payback match did a lot more justice for him.
I'll just say this: until he's not buried, he has to. He can go far.
Right.
My God, that theme music.
Oh my goodness, bro.
That as far as his booking, that can be fine. Mm-hmm. But until they fix that theme music, I mean the shirt. I I mean, that's at least they changed his shorts. That's at least he changed his short stack. But
yeah, because that
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. That theme is
bad. It's very bad.
very.
bask in his glory.
It doesn't fit him.
Not in the slightest. This shit is so funny.
It just sounds like generic music.
And you know what I don't understand? Like they want to talk about it's because what was it, CFO, like all that other shit. But you know somebody else that came that also just got called up like a few months ago that still also has their same music that was by them?
Bro.
Right. Bianca Belair as well.
I don't want to
And
talk
I'm
about Bianca
like,
Belair right
I
now.
don't understand. Like, I'm just so like, it's that. Like, I really think that they're just making that Vince is just making fucking excuses and just wanted to change shit.
I just hope he doesn't change Keith Lee, bro. Please, just let him be him, who he was on
Well,
NXT.
we all thought that they was going to change Matt Riddle and they was going to have this man come out wearing some shoes. So they haven't yet with him, and they've been making note, whatever like that, that he don't wear shoes. So hopefully, because Vince don't like, oh, you're a big guy. Oh, we can't see you. You have titties. You need to put on a shirt. Like, so.
Yeah, right. Good point.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he does have a thing for MMA wrestlers, so maybe that's why too.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so bad, bro. Like it doesn't make any sense. But I just hope they don't change it. I just hope they don't change too much of that nonsense.
I hope so too.
Yeah, but right now Keith Lee, we'll get to SmackDown, but his match was pretty interesting. It's just Randy Orton wasn't the best opponent for him. I really don't think he was.
He's not. Their in ring chemistry. They're not. They're not good in ring together.
Mm-hmm.
But
The way.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, finish
I
what you
was just gonna say the way that Keith Lee wrestles,
Yeah.
it doesn't coincide with Randy Orton because Randy Orton, the way he wrestles, he slows the pace down. That's not really how Keith Lee wrestles.
Which is funny because Keith Lee is a big guy, so
Exactly.
He wrestles like he's a fucking lightweight.
Exactly.
I was gonna say I will, as much as sometimes I give Randy Orton shit. It's pretty good of him to you know give that one to Keith.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Randy's put over plenty of people.
Yeah, he
No, he
has.
I gotta
has,
give Randy Orton
and
that.
I'll give him that. That's fine because there's other people that just be like, no.
Stop giving Goldberg grief. It's over.
Yeah,
Charlotte
think
Flair.
about it. There aren't many people that he's buried.
Yeah, because Randy Orton understands bigger picture. John Cena did not.
And
Goldberg did
Randy Orton
not.
is like, I'm gonna always get my fucking check and my ducats, and I'm always gonna be Randall Keith Orton. So the fuck do I give a shit?
Nope.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
why would he give a
While
shit?
John
Give a
Cena's
shit?
like, I want to win, and therefore I beat person at match randomly on match before I can get into six pack challenge, which happened.
Or hey, I don't want to lose in the Royal Rumble. I'm not. No, I'm not
Or
doing that.
hey, I want to beat the Fiend so my kids can have somebody to look up to.
Or hey,
Yeah.
I had a leaky breast, so I'm out. But when I come back, I'm gonna get that title shot though, right? Right, cool.
That's the one that I do.
I fucking hate that
And then
one.
I'm gonna go again for another leaky breast, and then I'm gonna come back. But title shot when I come back. All right, cool. Yeah. All right, good.
Damn right. She is a great Charlotte Flair.
Mm.
You know what I really wish would actually happen? I actually want Tessa Blanchard to fucking go to WWE just so they can just feed her to Charlotte. I just really want that to fucking happen.
Why do you say that? Is there beef between them?
Oh no, because this is gonna fucking happen. Just to add another little point on Charlotte's fucking resume. I guarantee you before I am calling this now, before Charlotte Flair ever retires, I guarantee you she's gonna hold a men's championship. I guarantee it. She's going to have a men's championship. I guarantee
She'll
fucking
be the
see it.
first. She'll be the first female WWE champ.
She'll be the first woman WWE champion. I guarantee, or the first woman Universal champion. I guarantee fucking see it. I'm calling it.
Maybe like the 24/7 championship.
No,
Hell
females
no,
already won that.
that is beneath the queen.
Female, females already won that, so that's
Yeah,
nothing.
and it wasn't fun when Maria Kanellis won the belt.
And
Oh,
Carmella,
she did have it.
and I think Tamina had it. I think
Tamina?
Tamina had it. One of the fucking legends. I think Tamina had it for like 10 minutes. One of the fucking legends had it. What was it Hot Molly? Was it Molly Holly?
Alundra Blaze
Yeah.
had it.
Mm. Oh, speaking of 24/7, I just want to put out there: R-Truth is now the most decorated champion in WWE history.
Good.
You, huh?
He's won that title, I think, 39 times.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I'm gonna have to ask you a question. Um, what the fuck does the Universal title even mean?
What does it mean?
Yes, not the
It means you
Universal
can go to
title, but
7-Eleven and get free
24/7.
Slurpees.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't mean dick. So therefore, for me, it doesn't really goddamn matter at all.
Okay.
Like literally, it's just a useless title that he's won so many times that I don't even give a fuck.
I
Yeah,
don't know why they take the shit off of him. Like literally, the belt was made for him.
it was.
Like keep that shit on like YouTube or keep that shit like on your fucking social media. Like get this off. That would be the first fucking thing if they ever put me in WWE creative. They were like, hey, Mr. Spirit, what's the first thing? 24/7 championship. Get that shit off TV right now. Get that shit off. Or
Yeah.
don't you think? No, no, get that shit off TV. Get that shit off TV. Matter of fact, why don't we create like a little mini, like a little mini YouTube series or some shit like that? Because our truth is funny. It's funny. So
Hilarious.
put that shit, give him his own little mini series shit, and put people on there like little cameos or some shit that we don't normally see. Just get the shit off the TV.
Mm.
I think the reason why they did it originally, was for the celebrities. Because remember, Gronk had it.
Yeah, and Gronk lost it.
Well, he purposely gave it up because he was about to.
Return to football,
Yeah.
which was so fucking stupid that he even had. I'm not into it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Did y'all talk about the Bobby Lashley match?
Yes, we did.
Hmm.
Oh, jeez.
What did you have anything to say about it?
I just personally, I wouldn't have gave the title to Bobby. I think one, he's better than that mid card slot. I think two, Apollo Cruz, like following into Raw. Not to give any spoilers or anything, but it kind of feels like they're gonna job him now. Just the way Raw ended and the way Payback ended, for Apollo Cruz, which is something I don't like. I feel like maybe it's Vince. No, there's no maybe. It is Vince who's behind that. But like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't like Apollo Cruz, but Apollo Cruz, the only thing he has going against him is the fact that he's short. The man is strong. He's athletic. His in ring like capabilities he's up there. He's actually, I believe, he's almost as strong as Bobby, like in terms of strength.
Oh, I'm gonna say really.
But the way they wrestled in ring kind of blew me at the Payback pay per view because they made it seem like I guess the story of how they wrestled, they
Yeah,
made it seem like Bobby was 10 times stronger than Apollo. And every time, and a way Apollo wrestles, a lot of his moves are based on power,
yeah,
and he didn't do half of them.
yeah. That's why I said I wasn't
So
really interested in the match. I was just like, after some botches, I was a little bored.
Um, and I will say I was confused at first as to why like they had Apollo go and attack Lashley like after the
hmm
match.
hmm
But then, excuse me, sorry, but then I realized I remember a thing, an article about MVP about he's saying he actually wants to work with like guys like Apollo, and Cedric and stuff like that. Pretty much, the black guys. So I was like, okay, so that makes sense. Granted, it gives Apollo Crews TV time, so I'm like, all right, cool. Um, because at first I was like, okay, why? Great, now continuing this feud, this makes no sense. And I remember, oh yeah, that's right, because they actually want to work with Apollo. So okay.
Yeah, so they could, make him look good and better. And I get it. I get it. But don't do the Good Brothers and just, we get TV time, so we're good. I'm like, no. No, it has to
No,
matter.
no. I'm not saying that. Okay, well, fuck it, whatever. You get TV time because no, all TV time is not good TV time. But
Like,
yeah, we know that from other people's experiences. But yeah, I just remember that MVP was saying he actually wanted to work with guys, like Apollo. He wanted to work with Apollo Crews. So
I mean, I get it. Yeah, kind of bring people up, help them out. I'm never gonna say MVP is bad for this. It's just MVP in as the main bad guy during this whole shit. It's fucking dumb to me because I'm like MVP, especially when this man said, "Yeah, you beating me was the biggest win in your career." I was like, no, it's not, but whatever. It's
they
just
only did it. I think they're only doing him as the main bad guy because he has the best mic skills.
I mean, when was the last time you heard Shelton Benjamin on the mic?
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not gonna say he's bad, but they haven't given him a chance. The man just fucking has been
They
silent.
did at first.
Yeah, and he's been silent.
Personally, I wouldn't even give him a chance just off of bias. I
Yeah,
don't like the way that man sounds.
who?
He sounds like Kermit the Frog.
well, that's so fucking mean.
Oh,
Sheldon.
he sounds like her. Oh, that is.
That's so mean.
I just like to me. You look at Sheldon and you don't, and then he speaks, and it's just like a horrible contrast. Like you wouldn't expect that.
Okay. Let's play charades. Who am I right now? I'm gonna Suplex City, bitch. I mean, it's Brock
You're
Lesnar.
terrible.
I mean, Brock Lesnar. That's why he had a mouthpiece. That's how he was. Yeah, Suplex
Yeah,
City,
he needed
bitch.
that mouthpiece.
He required a mouthpiece. Shelton Benjamin. Okay, just because our colleague here is racist does not mean that Shelton Benjamin does not have good mic skills. It's just he's just racist.
Nah, he
Yes,
sounds like Kermit.
no, he does not sound like Kermit. He just sounds like he's an
You
older
saying he
black
sounds like
gentleman.
Kermit? Jesus Christ.
So mean, son. So mean.
Yeah, I can't take his voice serious. He sounds like Kermit. What?
Hi guys. Oops, I went completely
Oh
wrong there.
God!
I don't
Oh
know who that
God!
was. I don't know who that was. I'm sorry. Can anybody do Kermit the Frog? Oh, no, Galactic isn't here. Shit. God damn Galactic not being here. Get you
Yeah, I can't do Kermit.
I can't do Kermit.
I won't even try.
He's probably the best person. I can do Irish. I can do Jamaican. I can do Patois.
Mm-mm.
But I'd be a Jamaican Vince McMahon. May I get this script from my butthole?
We're done here.
Next topic.
Dominic and Rey Mysterio versus Seth Rollins and Murphy, and I could not bring myself to care at this point.
Yeah, because they overdid it, but the match itself, I like the match.
The match is alright, and Dominic is improving. It's just again, I couldn't care. The reason I couldn't care because they lost like 4 times. The Mysterio family's lost every single match now, like 4 times. And at this point, I'm just like, I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, that
Like,
win didn't feel like it felt like it felt like a petty win.
Yeah, it just felt like a simple win. It was done with and over with. And I was like, I didn't care about this in the slightest.
Because even what happened, following, it's like, man, y'all not doing anything for Rey Mysterio right now.
No,
But essentially jobbing him.
Exactly, which is the saddest shit out of all of it because it's like Rey Mysterio is still a good wrestler. Why are we doing this to him?
Great wrestler. And honestly, I felt this way for Race way before this whole storyline with Seth. When he was, I forgot who he was going against. It was before Money in the Bank. He was feuding with somebody, but even then, I felt like they were just jobbing this man.
Yeah. But that's what they're doing, and it's really annoying to see this. But in terms of the payback match, like I said, the match Dominic is getting better. It's just again, this match did not seem like it needed to happen. Considering what happened on Monday Night Raw after this match, I genuinely did not care.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. And then there's the match where I genuinely was scratching my head by the end of this match. And that is Roman Reigns versus The Fiend versus Braun Strowman. Now,
I genuinely forgot what happened in that match.
99.
Wait. Hey, so I would like to tell you guys a bit of information. If you have a contract, so say like you was getting a house or whatever, right? And you have to sign the necessary documents and stuff. And it's like, well, hey, Mr. Wildfang, this your settlement's coming up and blah blah blah, but we can't get you the house and stuff until you sign the contract or whatever like that. Is that what you need? Can't you the keys or whatever? It's like, yeah, I'm thinking about it. Still making some last minute decisions, whatever. And then the date comes up, and then it's like, well, I guess Mr. Wildfang's not getting the house or whatever. And then you just randomly show up and stuff, and then it's just like, well, here I signed the contract, and it's like, that's not how this works. That's not how that works.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I know where you're going with this because I'm pretty sure. Vince said, "I need you to get the three to sign this contract by the end of the night." Now, Payback was not the end of the night. He was supposed to get the contract was supposed to be signed. It was signed on Monday, or supposed to be signed on Monday.
Yeah, I noticed that. That was
Yeah, Roman Reigns theoretically should have been ejected from the match. Period. But no, he was there. He appeared at the last 2 minutes of the fucking match, signed the fucking contract, which I don't care what anybody says, does not make any goddamn sense. And then next thing you know, he spears Braun. I keep forgetting his name because he's no longer important anymore.
And it's B. Roman.
Okay, yeah, B. Roman. Speared by Roman. And then B. Roman lost, which was cool and all. But that match simultaneously buried both of the people simultaneously. And at this point, I was just like, so Roman's back, and the first thing you do is bury somebody. I was like, Roman could have been in the match. And I said this before the pay-per-view. I was like, if he has his same theme, he's winning the match. He had his same theme.
Yeah.
He won the match. I was like, yeah. If he had a new theme and he was out there since the beginning, he probably would have lost the match, which would have been a more interesting thing. When I say lost the match, I mean he didn't get pinned or something. He just walked out the ring and let what's him get him, and he like, I'll get you later, blah, 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 blah. But no, you want to have this man sign a contract the very last minute, like that's how contracts work. And then because that's how
that whole concept didn't make sense.
Yeah, it didn't work. Like, because again, I hate when people say turn off your brain, but I don't care what you say. That shit didn't add up. Turn off your brain, man. It's supposed to be fun. You know what else? You know what's fun? Something with some substance. If I drink a soup, right? A chicken noodle soup, and you give me one piece of chicken and one noodle.
With a soda on the side.
Fuck no, I'm not drinking no goddamn soda on the side of that. That's probably gonna upset my stomach so bad. That song didn't make no goddamn sense. Chicken needs soup with a soda. Like, why would you drink a soda? Who drinks a soda?
So when you're sick, don't you know what you do when you're sick?
Yes.
I gave you soup and then I gave you ginger ale.
Mm-hmm.
So it's chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side.
But what if I'm not sick?
Hey, so did you grow up poor?
Kinda.
Hello?
I said kinda.
Okay, anyway, moving on.
Next topic.
Yeah, I mean, like, but moving on from that nonsense. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So at the end of the day, it the match, mind you, was becoming bog standard and normal for these two people for the third fucking
Mm-hmm.
time, and I by like the third minute was like, so Roman's gonna come in at the last minute and he's going to spear, and I was like, he's gonna spear Braun Strowman and get the 3 count. Boom.
Yeah, the
No.
ending became
Oh,
very obvious when you saw both of them pull out their finishers within the first 5 minutes of the match.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh, Roman's gonna
oh, and let
spear.
me let me imitate all the other people. Bray Wyatt's not dead because he didn't take the pin.
And then and then I'd retort, Bray Wyatt lost the belt, and then won the belt and lost it in a week span. He's dead.
But he didn't get pinned, so he can get his rematch.
The fuck no, he does not. He does not deserve a title rematch
I am
at
so
all.
evil.
Did you guys peep during the match who was watching Bray Wyatt?
Yeah,
Kenny Omega.
shut
Say it
up.
again.
Yeah, so she's
Chris
supposed to be.
Benoit.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
troll
mm.
joint. That's why I said the
I mean, he was
Thunderdome was
watching
fucking.
Raw. He was watching in the Thunderdome.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was.
yeah, yeah.
And the KKK member was too,
Yeah, and the soul was a puppy. The puppy was cute though. I'm not gonna lie, he was really
and a
watchable.
teddy bear.
And a teddy bear and a sleeping person, another sleeping person, by the way, which is sad. Which is so
Quite
sad.
disrespectful. They should just
I
get rid
mean,
of the
look.
whole Thunderdome
Yeah, this
idea.
Thunderdome shit is getting dumb because I don't know if you guys noticed. I told you for last joint that the sound effects is from WWE 2K18. That's
Well,
why
you
Yeah.
know, it's they can control it because it's like even people have been. They even came out and said, yeah. So WWE tells us, hey, when this person comes on, clap. When this or shout or act excited. When this person comes on, boo, thumbs down, and all other kind of stuff. So this is like WWE would never get. This is like what I can actually legit control everything. Oh, such good shit.
you
I
think that's
think they
good
brought out
shit.
the Thunderdome though because a lot of the trainers or trainees were catching COVID.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
AJ
NXT,
Styles.
yeah, but the NXT joint, right? I like it better because there's still people there. There's trainers and there's fucking wrestlers. And I'm like, oh shit, this is 110% more interest. That Super Tuesday match. Imagine if that dumbass
Oh,
shit, if that shit was in front of the Thunderdome. I don't think it would have been as good.
I don't think they need to do that at all anymore, though. To be
yeah, it
fair,
wouldn't be as good. It wouldn't be as good.
I'm not. I don't. Again, I've said that NXT feels differently, and it's just kind of unfortunately integrating some main roster shit.
Like what?
I just said it. That's Super Tuesday shit.
Oh, yeah, that shit. But they've been doing that.
Mm, I'm not
Listen,
sure
that
because the
NXT does not feel the same.
storylines. It's not the same as it was before, but the storylines are still more compelling than the main roster and the wrestling, the
That's yeah, but
matches.
that's not yeah, but that's not going by a lot though.
But the matches are still there are still 5-star
No,
matches.
no, the matches are still good, but like I said again, NXT like super fucking hot, like Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah,
That shit, like when I say that, like damn near every story, like every storyline, person, whatever, like that was intertwined with something, and it was interesting.
You kind of cut out.
yeah.
Okay, this person is wrestling.
You cut out.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like
Okay, and this person is wrestling.
it's
It's
like
like,
the
yeah,
main
it's just
roster
like
in a sense where they
okay.
keep using the same people
Yeah,
over
and
and over.
yeah, that's why I
Right,
said I
and it's like
can't.
the wrestling is good, but it's like I can I get my stories back?
Right, I understand that.
Yeah, and that's what kind of
But
makes
then
it.
again, who else do they have?
They have people that's there. Like they have like it's fine for people to get caught up because they have, the next generation is there and they have it. So that's fine as far as, they got Bronson Reed,
Madam, you cut off again.
Characters.
Dexter Loomis when he comes back. Well, they got Velveteen Dream, but I don't know how much they're gonna put him in the spotlight for the time being.
Yeah,
Ciampa's still there.
he always gonna be there.
Johnny's still there. Yeah, they'll
Johnny too.
always be there. And then the women's division. They got Shotzi, Raquel Gonzalez and stuff. So
Yeah.
there's plenty of people that's still there, and they called up some big names and stuff but without leaving gaps, because that's what's going to be our fear.
So,
And Finn Balor's still there. Finn Balor is probably more than likely going to win the championship.
so do you think
But I
that Triple H and Shawn are kind of getting Vince McMahon syndrome in a sense where they're only pushing certain people now and they're not giving everybody a
no,
chance?
no, not having his eye too much on NXT, and he kind of needs to just dial it back, like to go back to just letting Triple H and Shawn just take it over. Like, just there's some stuff that. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. It was a long day at work today. It's just been like certain stuff. It's just like, hey, just let Hunter and them, just let Paul, just let them handle it. Just let them handle it, please. They got this.
Right.
Like certain things. Like I don't know if you guys know that there was talks of moving NXT to
Yeah.
Tuesday or Thursday, whatever like that. I
No.
actually would be for that. To be perfectly
I'm not
honest, I
sure.
not even saying with the whole Wednesday night war type shit or whatever. Like I don't even fucking care. I just think it's hilarious when people like Jericho, the demo god, and all that other kind of shit. I just think the shit is funny and the comments is fucking hilarious.
I don't
But
know
it
because
gets
then it makes it
more.
seem. Oh, go
Hmm?
ahead. Go ahead. I was just saying, doesn't it make it seem like if they leave on Wednesday, like if they left Wednesday nights, doesn't it make it seem like AEW won that
I mean,
at that
AEW's been
point?
whooping their ass every week, so that's kind of a mute point.
Yeah, AEW's been winning for weeks on end. It's
Good point.
just like
Good point.
if
Yeah.
you if you're gonna do that, they don't have anything to combat them, and they would literally be getting their ass with some more. So my suggestion would probably to have NXT have a separate show.
It gets more eyes
I mean
on
UK. My
NXT.
bad.
It gets because there's not shit on Tuesday. I think what Impact's on Tuesday. But let's be fucking honest with you. Who the fucking hell watches Impact? Like
I
I'm not trying to
watch
be rude about it.
Impact Wrestling.
Not trying to be
First of
rude.
all,
I'm
No.
really not
the
trying to be.
last time
Okay,
I
one
seen
out of
Impact
four.
Wrestling
One out of
literally
four.
was 2 years ago.
One out of
Everyone should be
four.
watching Impact.
I
First of
just said
all,
one
Nah,
out of
bro.
four. There's four people in here. Only one of them fucking watches it. That's
I'm
important
not
to
gonna
know.
lie.
Yeah.
The
Um,
last time I saw Impact,
I was trolling. I was trolling.
the last time I
I haven't
seen
watched
Impact,
Impact in
yeah, the
years.
last time I watched Impact was literally the Scott Steiner promo.
Oh God. So
Mm.
yeah, put them on Tuesday,
That's not even a
and
joke. That's the funny part.
it just gives people a break because then even a lot of podcasters and stuff or a lot of other people, it's like, all right, I gotta sit here and decide. Okay, let me go actually watch NXT this weekend on DVR. AEW or vice versa, and it's like it just gives us a goddamn break where it's just like
Right.
because sometimes what may end up happening is somebody will watch AEW and like me, I fucking work 12 hours. So, all right, I'm watching AEW. Hey, you gonna watch NXT? No, I'll watch that shit tomorrow, or I'll watch it later on in the week. I'm too tired. I want to
Right.
watch one, but I'm just too fucking tired.
Right. No, that's a
So
good,
I
good
think
point.
that they can hold it. They've been holding L's literally since fucking AEW popped up. Like I think NXT has only won three times, and I think they both came in a tie at least twice. So NXT's been holding the L's. So it's nothing else. They can take their letter L, and move it to a different night.
Yeah. That's true. That's a good point.
L comes before W. Quote once said by somebody in this room. Shit was so goddamn. And the funny, yo, that was, I don't know. I was laughing too damn hard at that one. He was like, L comes before W. And somebody had to take the walk of shame.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I never told you, Spirit. So
I don't. What?
back in the
What?
Yu-Gi-Oh days, uh, somebody here, I'm not gonna name his name, was beating somebody else horribly, and so they was about to go see a movie. The two of the brothers or three of the brothers, I don't remember who went, but they go see a movie, and the one of the brothers was like, after you. Then the older brother was like, nah, man, you gotta go out, man. Blah blah blah. And he was like, you know what? Then the other one was like, you know what? L comes before W. Then the older brother was like, and just walked out the door.
Uh,
Shit was really funny. Yep,
uh,
the younger brother, all I could do was laugh my ass off, as the younger brother, had this smug look on his face, and he had to watch his older brother walk out the door and quit give him the evil eye, which is fucking funny as fuck. But moving, let's talk about that Raw. All right,
Fuck.
Raw. Uh,
Sucks.
I mean, I know, sweetie, but first thing I really was confused about was Randy Orton, Keith Lee, and Seth Rollins matches, which was against Kevin Owens, Dolph Ziggler, and Dominic. First of all, why do we have Dominic fight against Rollins and lose horribly? And why did we have Dolph Ziggler go against Keith Lee in the most predictable fucking match I've ever seen? And then Kevin Owens get attacked by what's his name? Before I still don't understand why he's attacking Kevin Owens at this point. I'm just like, why are you even attacking him?
I don't even think Kevin Owens understands.
You said what?
I said I don't even think Kevin Owens understands.
Yeah, Kevin Owens is in the same boat as us. He's just as confused.
Yeah, I can get it. I can get that. That's the funny part. I can get that. But come on, bro. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, to be fair, I was gonna say out of Matt Riddle, Keith Lee, and Aleister Black, three big NXT names, Aleister Black is kind of getting the better end of the stick because Matt Riddle. I mean, let's face it, Matt Riddle is going up against fucking King Jobber. And he just and Matt Riddle also ate the pin to Jay Uso. Not saying that Jay Uso's not good, but I would not have had Jay pin Matt Riddle. And fucking Keith Lee is sitting there. Not only Keith Lee had a terrible debut, good, okay, decent match with Randy Orton and got the victory on that. So kudos to that. But then you put him with fucking Dolph boring ass NyQuil Ziggler.
And then he had to face Randy
I would
Orton
rather
again.
be Aleister Black. I would rather be Aleister Black going up against Kevin Owens. I would rather be so Black is getting the better end of all of that.
So two things. One, I think that I'd rather be Keith Lee, especially how Raw ended. Even though Keith Lee didn't win the match, the performance that he put on, it definitely. I think that alone got him over. And then also I like the way that like I said, it just did more justice to Keith Lee, right? Not only that, but the second thing is that when you look at like Matt Riddle and who he's going against, he doesn't really have that much competition over on SmackDown, right? So they can't really do him justice like how they can do Keith Lee. And then you look at Aleister Black. To me, I think that whole storyline is messed up because they gave the wrong person the heel turn. They should have kept Aleister doing what he was doing. He was perfectly fine with that whole gimmick. And then they should have made Kevin Owens do a heel turn because Kevin Owens as a face is just not sitting well with me. I think he does some of his best work as a heel.
So two things with that. One, Vince McMahon. It's already was purported that Vince McMahon was not like he was a fan. Like he liked Aleister Black, like his in ring work, like his
Mm-hmm.
work. But as far as like him, like his gimmick, Vince McMahon was like, "Yeah, we're gonna need to change this." Because he was like, "Oh, I don't think it's getting over with the fans or whatever," which we know is bullshit. But that's
Mm-hmm.
Vince McMahon. Now, so that's the reason for the heel turn and the whole eye patch thing and that switchy thingy and stuff with Aleister Black. With Matt Riddle, that brings up a problem with what you said. Not with what you said, but in WWE, of how you said, well, they had nobody else for Matt Riddle to feud with. That's again the main problem I have been saying for weeks now with WWE. They refuse to push people. So when you see a babyface come up and they get put on SmackDown, you know they're gonna sit here and feud with fucking King with Baron Corbin. Because who the fuck else they gonna sit there? King Jobber. You had
Yeah.
Baron Corbin, Sheamus. Where the fuck is Cesaro? I don't fucking know.
Tag team.
They like you said what?
Tag
He's
team.
in a tag team.
Woohoo! Oh, that's
With
right, Shinsuke. Oh, well, that's another thing. Shinsuke and Cesaro, they're fucking singles competitors.
They're the champions.
Oh, who gives? There's no fucking division. They are champions in a dead ass division.
Hey,
yeah.
Like Jay Uso. Hold on, Jay Uso is back, but he ain't got no partner. So Jay Uso, you got to have him doing singles competitions. There's no
Mhm.
New Day. You got Big E doing singles competitions. They
Mhm.
don't know if they want to break up Heavy Machinery or put them the fuck together. So
Mhm.
Heavy Machinery is just a big ass question mark. There's no
Honestly,
fucking tag teams that's in that division.
after what's that team's name? FTR. After they left, it just
Uh,
went left.
And
Like
AOP
it
just
hasn't
got
been as
released.
good.
So goodbye to that tag team. But
oh
yeah.
my
Uh,
God.
So there's nobody there's nobody on that. So again, so heels.
they
I'm
really
not
got
putting them in the
some
tag team because
release.
I'm not counting it. Cesaro, Shinsuke Nakamura, Sami Zayn just came back, but you paired him off with Jeff Hardy with the
Mhm.
Intercontinental Championship, Baron Corbin, Sheamus,
AJ.
like AJ Styles, but they already had him go up against. I would not have did Matt Riddle AJ Styles that early. That was just too. That was a waste. I would have saved that for a pay per view. But
Yeah,
WWE likes to give us matches and shit for free, so what the fuck ever.
that's true.
Um, and like who the fuck like. I just named you five
Crazy.
people right there. I just named five people right there that you could have us had Matt Riddle do. The other stuff for
Yeah,
Matt Riddle to do.
yeah, that's true.
You could have had Matt Riddle and Sheamus instead of the whole Sheamus and Big E kind of shit. You could have had Matt Riddle, and now I would not have did Baron Corbin because now this shit about to fucking continue, and
Hmm.
and then they had like I also have a question. What the fuck was the King's ransom?
Oh, he
Mm.
put ransom
Like
on
y'all
Matt
could have
Riddle.
had, they could have done like WWE gives us stuff, and literally WWE is taking dirty diapers and throwing them against the wall and seeing if it sticks.
Yeah,
And it's
it
not.
was
They just
actually
let the shit.
disrespectful.
They just let the shit just run. Like they had something they could have done with the whole King's Ransom shit. Like, all right, cool. Let Matt Riddle fight all these little bums, fight all these guys and shit like that, and
Hmm.
then work his way up to finally, like later on, like in the next couple of months or so, fighting Baron Corbin. Like he went up against fucking Chad Gable, and then okay, now he getting Baron Corbin. Like what the fuck?
It was actually disrespectful the way they did Gable. Like they made that man heel turn just to be a jobber again,
Right,
and
and
he was
like
already a
okay, so
jobber to
you
begin with.
right, like all right, cool, heel turn. So you could have had Gable and Matt Riddle, which in itself that's all automatically like if they want to let these two go, they could put on a fucking 5-star match.
He just need to pull a Finn Balor and go to NXT because he's gonna keep getting jobs.
He just need to pull a fucking Ty Dillinger and just be like, give me my papers. At
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
point, I wouldn't even want. I wouldn't want nothing else to do with the company. NXT, nothing. No, give me the fuck out of here.
yeah, for real. And that's sad to say, but yeah, his career ain't going nowhere with that. Ever since they broke up, what's that team? American Alpha. Been horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! Why did they do that? Why did they do that? Oh, they wanted Kurt Angle's son, which it did not and will never make sense on why they did that.
Which didn't go
Ever.
nowhere, and then he got injured, and then now, yeah.
Isn't he a part of creative now? Or am I tripping?
Yeah, he's a producer.
Yeah.
Man, that's sad.
For which brand?
I think
Does it
Raw.
fucking matter?
Yeah, I think well.
Oh, that's terrible. Usually wrestlers would know how to, produce shit better. Like Triple H. And,
Hmm.
Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. What y'all think
Okay.
about what's the dude's name? What they did with the Hurt Business on Raw.
The Hurt Locker.
The Hurt Locker,
No.
yeah.
No, they really called the Hurt Business. I can't believe you actually corrected yourself. I don't care what they do with the freaking the Hurt entrepreneurs. Okay, I don't really care.
Entrepreneurs. I think it was stupid the way they did. Not necessarily the Hurt Business, but in Raw Underground. So basically, it was essentially a triple threat, or not a triple threat. Excuse me. It was a 6-man tornado tag between Apollo Crews, Mustafa Ali, and Cedric Alexander, and it was them, and then it was against the Hurt Business, and it was stupid because they jobbed the life out of all three of those people, out of Apollo and his crew.
Wait, Ali was in Raw Underground?
Yeah, he was.
Lord
With
Christ.
What's my man's name? Yeah, but I think that, like, I don't know. It's just, to me, it's no purpose. It serves no purpose, especially if you're trying to build up. You know what I mean? What's the point of having Apollo Crews beat up what's his name at the end if you're just gonna do this to him? You know what I mean? Like, it kind of, like, it made that point. It just didn't make sense. It just didn't make sense.
Yeah, he jobbed them out. It didn't make enough sense.
Right. It got rid of all the momentum Apollo Crews had by beating up Bobby Lashley.
Yeah. Also. Oh yeah. By the way, Orton did win. Oh, on Raw, did you see that the Iconics had to disband?
Oh my gosh!
Because the
So
one legit women's tag team that they
I read up
had.
on that, and the reason for doing that is because they want to push Peyton Royce.
But
She's supposed to get like a major title push, which, I mean, is cool because she's an amazing wrestler. She's honestly one of the best on the Raw roster. But as a tag team, like you said, like, I wouldn't have done that.
Well, hold up. On which roster?
Raw. In my opinion, she's one of the best. She's very.
I can name you three wrestlers that's godlike compared to her on Raw.
Who?
Bianca Belair, Shayna Baszler, and Asuka.
Damn.
well,
Good point. Good point. That is a great point.
Moving on to.
But still, her wrestling skills, they deserve more credit.
Okay.
They're better than Billie Kay's. I'll say that. I will just
right. The tag team. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is that the tag team wasn't doing her wrestling like any justice.
You know, I wouldn't even be surprised if they're only just giving her ass a push just so if she won't end up leaving and joining her husband.
Who's her husband?
Sean Spears.
Really? Never knew that.
Yeah, man. He gives her that perfect 10. Hey, Spirit, you're not talking. Hello? You just stopped talking and she cut out. And
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, just like I don't know if you heard, but I said that Britt Baker in AEW, her boyfriend is Adam Cole.
What?
Mm-hmm. And Big Swole is the wife of Cedric Alexander.
Hey, yo! What? Are you serious?
Yep.
Yes.
Wow, that makes sense though. That's probably why these people are getting so much TV time. Because if their alternative is them leaving and going to AEW.
Yep.
I guess that makes sense.
I mean, I would go with my wife, especially my wife is a muscle woman. I'd be like, oh yeah.
I just hope they bring Lil Swole in AEW. I thought that was just so freaking adorable. It was like, haha, Big Swole, Lil Swole.
Who's Lil Swole?
I don't remember her name. I just ever since that card that they was calling her Lil Swole when he was in that little tag tournament cup bullshit, I was like, ha, Lil Swole.
Man, she's swole as shit.
Who, Big Swole or Lil Swole?
Big swell.
Oh yeah.
Little and big swell. Oh shit, let me check that out. They actually have a tag team dance. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right. Moving on. Super Tuesday. Who saw Super Tuesday?
I did.
Yo.
Yep.
Bruh.
Bronson Reed versus Timothy, the TT, right? That match was good. It was okay.
That was good. That was alright.
Pretty okay. Bronson Reed is slowly growing on me for some reason. And
he has too.
Yeah, I just like his style. And again, I like when big men like him and Killian Dane, who could who could fucking move like they're lightweights.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And Vince's notion of fat people, and I'm just like, Vince, a fat guy can do the round the world better than your fucking son. So, I mean, get out of here. He's better than Shane McMahon only has one move. Moving on from Shane McMahon's dumbassery. Yeah, and you know that match is good. Excuse me, that match is pretty good. You know, the next thing I saw, what was it? What was the other match on there?
The Isaiah Swerve Scott match against it was him and Fandango.
Breezango.
Breezango versus Legado del Fantasma.
Yeah, that match was pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is the match of that goddamn week. Okay, that
60-minute
Iron Man match. Dog, that 60-minute Iron Man match had every single thing I ever thought was going to be in a match. That
was amazing, bro. For real, they did. Oh my god,
it was a good match.
It sucks that it was the same people.
Yeah,
but at the same time, there's a reason why they were promoting them as the Mount Rushmore of NXT, and they lived up to that.
Oh, they did, and they delivered a match that was so fucking fire that by the end of it, I didn't care who won. I didn't give a fuck who won. But it was
really, I didn't though.
I did.
Hey, I didn't care who won. But then when I saw who won, I was just like, it's a tie. That's pretty interesting.
I'm sorry. I'm not giving them a pass for that.
What, the tie?
Yeah, because it's like, hey, tune in next week to where we will have this. And then the next week.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie.
Tune in next week because we'll have the real Drake.
Yeah, Super Tuesday 2. Yeah, I was like, why are we having a second Super Tuesday? That you just destroyed
that was simply because of booking as to why they did that. Yeah.
I was like, a Super Tuesday 2? What do you mean, a Super Tuesday 2? And I was like, there doesn't need to be a second Super. You just fucked it up.
Yeah, it's going to be, a fourth Super Tuesday, and then it's going to be like a fo. It's like a fo on Wednesday, Wendy's.
Shut up. Anywho, and Super Tuesday, it was, like I said, it was pretty good. My only issue is William Regal saying, at Super Tuesday 2, it will be YouTube for I was like, but I do want to see
some sudden death and shit.
Yeah, I was like, okay, there's going to be a cage match. I don't know what other type of match is going to be there, but I really want to see Adam Cole versus Finn Balor though. And I
honestly, personally,
yeah,
I have a little bias. I want to see Adam Cole win.
I don't care.
Even though I love Finn.
Yeah, I don't care who wins. I just want to see the match. If they could produce a match as good as the Iron Man match, then yeah.
No, for real. Yeah. You're right. I wouldn't care who won either. And the story, like, just them two feuding would be amazing.
But
my one hope is that the fallout of this triple or this fatal four-way is not another Gargano versus Ciampa match or feud.
Of course it will be.
I Are you
I'm
serious?
really like
Those two can
nah,
fight
man.
forever.
It's always
No, no,
amazing.
I said the same thing to Wild Fang because Wild Fang's kind of like the no, they can fight forever. I'm like, they
But it's
really
like Sami
can't. Like, I've
Zayn.
just
I know, but it's to me, it's like
no,
Sami
but
Zayn
no, no,
versus.
no, no, no. I don't just because that's like saying, all right, if they did Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles right, then
Oh
we would want to
God.
see. Like
Oh God.
after a while, it's like, okay, move the fuck on.
Too much of everything is a bad thing.
I know.
Exactly.
You
Thank
know, he
you.
fought 4 times.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, you know what? You're right. That match, the
Yeah.
fourth
Uh
time, it
huh.
was pretty.
Mhm. How
It
many
was
times?
pretty.
How many times? Go back and
Four,
say it.
4 times. It wasn't
Hmm.
Okay.
as bad. Okay, at least I can say there's a difference between what they did with Shinsuke Nakamura's 4 times or 4 or 5 times versus Ciampa and Gargano 4 times. The matches were good in one. The matches got really dumb after in the other. They got
And
dumber
then
Well,
and
that's
dumber
because.
slowly.
the part with Johnny and the unfortunate thing with Johnny and Champa is the fact that they both are lifers for NXT, which means that more than likely we're going to see them multiple times. At least with
Hmm.
AJ and Shinsuke, at least they have main roster, so it's Raw and SmackDown. So either one
Hmm.
could be, granted they were on both the same brands, but there's going to be a draft soon, so they can be separated. Just like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they separated them. It's like
Yeah.
too much of something. Like as much as we complain when we were seeing fucking Seth Rollins and Baron Corbin, for
Oh, yeah.
how many
And
fucking
Roman
months?
Reigns and Baron
Exactly.
Corbin.
Yeah, Roman Reigns and Baron Corbin, that whole dog food shit. Like
Oh, that
literally
was
shit. Like we
annoying.
got tired of that.
Yeah, but like I said, there are certain people that if you can make it special, then I don't mind seeing him fighting again. Like again, Sami Zayn, freaking Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn and AJ Styles, Finn Balor and Kevin Owens, fucking of course AJ Styles versus almost anybody on that roster that knows how to wrestle except for John Cena. Um, AJ Styles versus Finn Balor, Gargano versus Ciampa, Adam Cole versus almost anybody on the fucking roster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, and if you give me matches between those people every week, I wouldn't complain. But you're right. After a while, I'd be like, stop, please. I also miss the bruiserweight Sutton Pierce. I would like him to be in that contention.
Oh my gosh, I miss that man so much. And when he comes back, I just know they're gonna give him
Dog,
probably a title shot.
I just want to see him put his mouth on his fist again. So. Dun, 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 dun.
Also, I this is a little biased, but I really, really wish that they hadn't ended the tag team so early because that was such a fire tag team.
Because the Broserweights literally was because of travel restrictions.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they didn't end it because
Yeah,
they
Pete
wanted to.
Dunne is in the UK at the time because he also had a baby and
He
stuff
had to
that's
go. He
there.
for
There's
his
a
baby,
daughter, so it's just like
which
whoops.
yeah, and the funny thing
That
is, like
makes
I
sense.
said, and that's why I like NXT. You don't see people every fucking week. Like, prime
Hmm.
example, after the takeover, where the fuck did Velveteen Dream go? That man went to Narnia. Okay.
Well, that he had to do that.
Well, you already know the reason for that.
Yeah, that was
I know, but
that was
he
not
got
booking. That
he
was
he got he
Yeah,
got.
probably
they're keeping
punishment.
him under the radar
I know,
on
but
Yeah.
at the same
purpose.
time, when he hit that rail and then hit the table, I don't know
Oh
if you
yeah,
noticed, you
when he
didn't
had,
see
oh
him for the
yeah,
rest
well
of the
I
night.
told you he probably he
He
died.
disappeared, son.
He slightly died a little
That
bit.
nigga
No,
fell through the hole.
that was actually a little scary the way that went down.
I called it as soon as he hit it. I was like, well, they just killed Velveteen Dream. All right.
Like, yeah,
Yeah, that man
that
went
was
to the
not
hole
good.
that he was in Space Jam. Right now, Velveteen Dream is in Space Jam. That's where he went. Like that man's in Space Jam. And
Yeah.
as soon as he woke up, he was like, Bugs Bunny, how did this work out? But yeah. But yeah, you didn't see Velveteen Dream. You barely see Velveteen Dream. When Samoa Joe was there, you barely saw him. And I like that because it's like, oh my God, this just makes the heart grow fonder. Oh my God.
Hmm.
Ciampa, I'm glad he wasn't on NXT or nor Gargano. They weren't on NXT on Wednesday. Some of the people weren't
Yeah.
there. like they were different people, and I like the fact that they did that, and they still do that shit. That's why I like it. I like AEW for that shit. Like any wrestling promotion where I don't see you every goddamn fucking episode is already better than WWE, except for Impact.
That's true.
You know, because they took off Scott Steiner off the TV. Anywho, let's move on to SmackDown.
Man.
Sir.
SmackDown.
Sir.
Well, what happened? Something happened?
It's 10:45.
Oh, okay. We're about to wrap it up. This is the last thing we're talking about, sweetie.
Okay.
All right, I don't give a fuck. Anywho, so that the promo at the beginning of goddamn SmackDown with Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns. Okay.
My God, I loved it.
I loved it until Roman started talking.
Yeah, but I want him to talk because I don't want it to be another Brock Lesnar type deal when in terms of Paul Heyman.
But that's where he shines.
Well, because with Brock Lesnar, they was in the damn UFC. So what the fuck were they sitting there needing to talk about? So
Right.
he didn't need to sit here and talk. You just show up to your fucking match, throw some paws, and then boom, call it a day.
Right.
So Brock Lesnar does not really need to talk. Roman, on the other hand, the whole part of being a wrestler is, guess what? You have to have the look, you gotta have the charisma, and you have to also fucking talk. Certain people in AEW that are built up as big monsters, Brian Cage, Lance Archer, they have mouthpieces, so they actually don't need to talk. Roman needs to talk.
Yeah. All right. I get you. Except Brock Lesnar. You know, I just like big. I like making fun of Brock Lesnar's voice because it's just like Suplex City. I'm taking you to Suplex City. Ah! Can you imagine Brock Lesnar at a bank? I'd like to cash this check for $100. Anywho, if you don't cash, I'm gonna take you to Suplex City. Anywho, moving on. That promo was pretty fire. We did have a fatal 4-way match between Big E, Matt Riddle, King Corbin, and Sheamus, but Sheamus attacked Big E and was replaced with Jey Uso, which is the main thing. And as I said with Dark Wave at the beginning of this podcast, I really didn't like. He explained why that's a good idea, but I myself was just like, why is it freaking Jey Uso? Why did he win the match? And I was like, now it's just pretty obvious what's going to happen at Clash of Champions.
Would you rather it had been Matt Riddle and then you knew Matt Riddle was going to take an L?
I'd rather it had been Big E. I'm not even going to fucking pay.
Big E's not ready. And honestly, I would not. If I was with this whole singles thing with Big E, I would not put him with the main title. I would just have him do mid-card shit, to be perfectly honest. Because he needs to shed. Yeah, he's not. It's going to be Kofi all over again. It's just give him the Intercontinental Championship or have him feud with that shit with mid-carders. But we already saw Baron Corbin with Roman, although we wouldn't know who to cheer or what the fuck to do because it's two heels. Matt Riddle, that's a hell to the no. I would not put Matt Riddle against Roman to feed Matt Riddle to Roman. That's a hell no. Big E, no. So nobody else.
Yeah. So although Matt Riddle is eventually, I see that happening down the line. Matt Riddle is eventually
down the line, but they are learning from their mistake the first time. Oh shit, we had Matt Riddle's first night was against fucking AJ Styles,
right?
And in a Continental Championship. Like what the fuck?
Oh yeah, that was pretty weird. That was pretty fucking weird, and the match was good. It was just he lost. Excuse me.
But honestly, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because the NXT match was so great. But watching the NXT Fatal 4 and then the SmackDown Fatal 4,
it was almost night and day.
I gave that match 1 star.
Yeah, because it was fucking boring. And then again, when Baron Corbin threw Jay over the TVs, I was like, how the fuck did it even work? How did you throw him over the TVs by the back of his head? Why did he jump over the TV? Never mind, bro. I'm not even gonna go on a rant, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna do that rant. I'm just gonna be like, yo, that shit was dumb. Sheamus attacking what's his name backstage was kind of like why did you do this? What was the purpose of this? I'm not even gonna lie to you.
But one thing that I did like, and this might be a little controversial, but I liked Alexa Bliss and what they're doing with her right now.
If they team her back up with Nikki, I'm going to.
No, they're not. But there's rumored. Well, I mean, it's not rumored. It's obvious. She's going to join the Firefly Funhouse next week.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool.
And my hope is that Braun Strowman, because Braun, like, they have no direction with him right now. So my hope is that Braun comes back to Bray's side as well.
You know what I hope?
Yeah, they're supposed to make Alexa like Harley Quinn to the Fiend's Joker.
Which is weird because she was twirling her hair during the match, so I was just like, okay.
Well, I mean, she already like during her early or like a few years ago, she already pretty much was looking like a Harley Quinn reject anyway. So.
But the reason why I like that is because if they do that right, that could be very vicious.
It's not gonna save Bray, unfortunately, but yeah.
Sadly, no. And I hate the fact that they gave this man the title for literally, what was it, 6 days, 7 days?
It was a week.
Champion. It's the same reason why I didn't like what they did with Keith Lee. I hate transitional champions, especially the people that are actually good.
Yeah.
This man, it's literally like Bray Wyatt is literally this generation's fucking Mick Foley, and then like how they just what?
Yeah, I agree. And also, I think that because I was reading up on it on this website, this wrestling website, but they were saying that originally the feud between, like, basically everything Braun has been doing up to this point, all of his feuds and everything, that all was supposed to belong to Roman, and Roman's heel turn was supposed to happen after he beat Goldberg and won the Universal Championship.
Oh, that makes sense.
And yeah. So once I heard that, I was like, oh, okay, this makes sense. But I guess they're kind of like, I don't know, like, I guess scrambling now because they kind of used those cards already. So now they have to rewrite that whole, storyline.
Yeah. And it just feels weird now. But I honestly, I'm just at this point, and I agree with Galactic when he said how long before they messed it up with Roman. I'm going to say about a week. Next week is going to be shit.
Yeah.
I just had that funny feeling. Hey, disagree or agree. And the next thing, last and final thing I want to talk about is the Bayley and Sasha Banks and the Nia Jax and the Shayna Baszler match, which was the dumbest fucking match I've ever seen, and why it was a fucking rematch.
The match itself, dumb. But again, yes. Because one, they wrote one of them off of fucking TV, which they needed to do months ago. Two, they finally broke that faction up. And three, I'm pretty sure the storyline is going to end with Sasha Banks winning the title.
I mean, it has to.
Yep.
Right.
At this point.
I just hope that when she does, they give her a successful title defense.
Well, you know it's going to play into the story.
Look, here's what's going to
happen. There's two things that are going to play into the story. The fact that, I don't think anyway, at least in championship matches, Sasha's never beaten Bayley. And the second thing that's going to play out is the fact that Sasha has never defended a title on the main roster. So.
Successfully.
Yep. First point will be she never beaten Bayley in a title match. The second, after she beats Bayley, then the second point will be that Sasha can't defend a title successfully. And then when she does, there you go.
Yeah, actually, Charlotte's going to come back.
Oh, that would hurt my soul.
And then she's going to get the belt immediately. And I'm going to go, yeah, this is where...
I think that's why they let Sasha, when they were writing the story, I think that's why they let Sasha basically dictate Bayley's title rank. So that she has some rebuttal points. Because if Bayley mentions those 2 points that you mentioned, like, you can't talk back from that. You can't say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the betrayal at the end of it. By the way, the knee injuries because of Nia Jax again for the third fucking time. That fucking.
Oh, is it real?
No, it's not real. But I find it funny that they kayfabed an injury that Nia Jax accidentally caused again to her. And
I mean, that pretty much told you that Sasha was going babyface as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's why the moment she did it, I'm like, okay, Sasha's gonna be a babyface now in some form, you know, and at least in this. The moment she did that, I'm like, okay, Bayley's gonna turn on Sasha.
Yeah.
She's gonna be the babyface in this.
Yeah, and it happened. And, yeah, but at the end of the day, I'm just like, bruh, it's fucking stupid. You don't know what it is. Yeah, you don't know what it is. It's stupid. They shouldn't have did it. They should have kept the team together. I'm clearly joking. I'm clearly joking. No, they should never have. They did the right thing. It's just, again, who the fuck they took the title and put it on is the main issue that I had.
Right.
Like the titles don't belong on one half of Samoan Steakhouse. I'm sorry, I can't take it seriously. I'm sorry. One half of Samoan Steakhouse, and then Captain I'm no brows. I can't. I'm sorry. And
I also think that they should personally. This is my personal opinion, and it's the last thing I'm gonna say for this late. But I think that they should get rid of the tag team titles for women, only because it's limiting the main roster and who they can feud against.
Yeah, me and Spirit have been saying that since they introduced those fucking titles. They
And
don't
the
need
same,
to
and I feel the same way about what's that other title? The men's, or no, the SmackDown and Raw tag team titles. I think they need to unify them again because again, that's limiting the main roster and what they can do.
Well, they don't have a fucking division on either shows.
But that's all the more, to me, that's all the more reason why you should just merge the championships.
I'm not even being funny. Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro is the SmackDown. Street Profits is the Raw. We fucking forgot. Who the fuck else is there on Raw?
Yeah, because they jobbed the hell out of Viking Raiders.
Yeah, I don't know who they are.
What is it? Lucha House Party.
And AOP is gone.
AOP is gone. Heavy Machinery is a question mark because they don't know what the fuck they want to do with Otis. They don't know if they want to do him as a singles or not, or we're just kidding. JK. Like, New Day is not there. Usos is not there. Who the fuck else?
But you know, that's actually kind of crazy though.
The Forgotten Sons are truly forgotten.
Well, that's Dave dumbass fault.
No, that's one of their members' fault. Which I would be so fucking pissed.
That's what he said.
Oh yeah, I would be so fucking pissed. I'd be like, "Hey, bro, can you shut the fuck up?"
Yeah, for real. But nah, I mean, I see what you're saying, but I think right now, for the purpose of competition and giving more people like quality TV time, I think they should merge the titles.
They should merge the titles. They need to merge the women's division. They need to merge the tag team or division or what's left of it.
Because then you can get rid of
destroyed.
Yeah, because then you can get rid of all these random ass tag teams. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, Shinsuke and freaking what's my name? Cesaro. Like all these people who should be in either mid card or main card, and they're wasting their time with the tag team titles, going against the same people every other week. Yeah,
every fucking week against the same people every time, and I love it. I love it. It makes me like your show a lot better. But and it makes me wanna watch you and tune in next week, even though I don't, and just watch the fucking highlights every time. But whatever. Who cares what I do? Is there anything else that anybody wanted to talk about?
Not that I know.
You said what?
Yeah, pretty much did everything this week.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Well then, I would make the joke about, how the numbers don't lie and they spell disaster for this podcast. But I don't feel like I need to do it right now. Okay? Alright. I will catch you guys on the next podcast.
Yes, sir.
They say all podcasts aren't equal. But you look at me and
Alright, I'm gonna head out.
Alright.
This podcast has a
Show her some kind of every day, every night.